The Krypton factor, P901/27, take 1.
Good evening and welcome to the fourth heat in this series of the Krypton Factor. Already 2 men and 1 woman are through to the semi-final. Tonight we will complete the lineup for that first semi-final by finding a winner from our all-male contestants tonight. So let's get the contest underway with round 1 mental agility, and we're calling this particular round opposite clock times. What will happen in a few moments, contestants, is that you'll be fed a series of clock times. What you have to do is to give me the clock times which are directly opposite them on the clock face. In other words, if you are given the clock times 3, 4, 5, which means 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we want the times directly opposite those, so your reply should be 9, 10, 11. So if you've got that, would you now put your headphones on, please? And I should tell people at home that we've removed all your wristwatches, so that there can be no checking up on wristwatches. If you're all now settled, we will start with your series of clock times. David McKibben.
10, 8, 9, 4, 3, 2.
4, 2, 3, 10, 9, 8.
You are right. Michael Yeo.
7, 8, 4, 12, 5, 6.
1, 2, 10, 6, 11, 12.
Also right. Tony Holmes.
2, 7, 10, 4, 12, 2.
8, 1, 4, 10, 6, 8.
Yes. On now to Phil Sempe.
12, 1, 8, 7, 6, 9.
6, 7, 4, 11, 1, 3.
I can stop you there. You went wrong on the third one. It should be 6, 7, 2, 1, 12, 3. So you're now eliminated from the round. 3 of you survived, though, as we go on to 7 clock times, starting again with David McKibben.
11, 6, 7, 9, 2, 5, 8.
5, 12, 1, 3, 8, 11, 2.
Yes, that's right. Now Michael Yeo.
7, 11, 2, 4, 5, 8, 3.
1, 5, 8, 10, 11, 2, 9.
Also right. Tony Holmes.
8, 6, 11, 9, 4, 1, 12.
2, 12, 5, 3, 10, 7, 6.
Absolutely right. We go up now to 8 clock times. David McKibben.
12, 2, 10, 8, 5, 9, 6, 7.
6, 8, 2, 2, 11, 3, 12, 1.
Well, you were so close. You went wrong on the third one, in fact, but got all the others right. It should have been 6, 8, 4. You said 2, and then 2, 11, 3, 12, 1 as you gave. But I'm afraid you're eliminated, David McKibben. On to Michael Yeo.
6, 4, 9, 8, 3, 12, 10, 2.
12, 10, 3, 2. 6, 4, 9.
No, you're wrong on the fifth one, in fact. 12, 10, 3, 2, 9 it should have been. 6, 4, 8. You two go out of the round. Tony Holmes.
10, 2, 12, 8, 7, 5, 9, 11.
4, 8, 6, 2, 1, 11, 4, 3.
No, just wrong at the end. The penultimate one, in fact, it should have finished 3-5. But in fact, you still win that round, Tony Holmes, because although 3 of our contestants went out on 8 clock times, Tony Holmes got more of his sequence right and therefore gets the maximum 10 points. Michael Yeo got more of his sequence right than David McKibben, so he gets 6 points, David McKibben 4 points, Phil Sampley in 4th place gets 2 points. But thereafter, the first round, the leader with a Krypton factor of 10 points, the computer programmer from Sussex, Tony Holmes. Well, on now to round 2, physical ability, and that means going out to the assault course. Now, we designed this course with the help of the Army to test 3 things: fitness, courage and stamina. We give all the contestants a training schedule drawn up by the Army, and they've got about 7 weeks to get themselves into shape to run the course. So when they arrive on the course, they should be fit, but believe me, if they're short of stamina or courage, that course will find them out. Let's see how these 4 managed. The starter, Captain Dennis Sears. And David McKibben, the Ulsterman, 10 years older than anyone else in this race, off first, has represented Northern Ireland in the 800 and 1500 metres, so he is an athlete and quite a favourite for this round. And now off go Tony Holmes, Michael Yeo, Phil Sampley, all away virtually together. But David McKibben in the lead. That's Michael Yeo going across the rope swing. He's in 4th place. A little bit of ground to make up. But now these 3 together. David McKibben on the far side, Tony Holmes in the middle, then Phil Sampley with the headband. Michael Yeo catching them up, but neck and neck, and they go off that high balance and no problems at all about jumping. Phil Sampley in the lead on the left, Tony Holmes right behind him in 2nd place. This is going to be a good race, but David McKibben in trouble. Top right of your screen, hasn't made the jump, and that's going to cost him the race. You really can be as fit as you like, and he does cross-country as an athlete, but if you don't make the jump, then you lose the race. Phil Sampley, though, and Tony Holmes both going strongly. Neck and neck. Michael Yeo not far behind. And here they go, still through the tyres. Nothing to choose between them. Tony Holmes now slightly edges into the lead. That's Tony Holmes on the right, and Phil Sampley, followed by Michael Yeo. David McKibben out of it. And over that ramp they go with Phil Sampley and with Tony Holmes, and Michael Yeo coming on the left there. But Phil Sampley in the lead. Tony Holmes now snatches the lead. Here comes Michael Yeo trying so hard to catch up that he loses his balance. Neck and neck. David McKibben still struggling far down the field, but Phil Sampley opening out of a bit of a lead here. Tony Holmes hesitated, the pace catching up with him. Phil Sampley opens it out now as he goes into the last obstacle. Michael Yeo trying hard to get back on terms, to get perhaps second place, but he's got a lot to do as they come to the finish. Phil Sampey, though, onto the rope bridge. Tony Holmes trying hard to catch him in second place. Michael Yeo now going up to the rope bridge. Phil Sampey coming up to that platform 14 feet high. He's had no problems at all in jumping earlier in the race, so he should win this race now as he comes up onto the platform. Gets himself ready, throws himself off. Phil Sampey is the winner. Now who gets second place? Look at Michael Yeo on the right there. He's coming through very strongly indeed. In fact, he's slightly ahead. He's slightly ahead of Tony Holmes as he comes up onto the platform. Will he go straight off? Yes, he does. From a standing position, he finishes second. Tony Holmes third, and David McKibben way down the field fourth. Well, I doubt whether any of them have been so exhausted in such a short space of time. But let's award the points. Full 10 points go to Phil Sampey for winning the race. Then Michael Yeo in second place gets 6 points. Tony Holmes gets 4 points. And David McKibben, who finished the course, gets 2 points. So after 2 rounds, the gap has narrowed a lot. 2 there with 12 points, but still holding on to his lead with 14 points from Sussex, Tony Holmes. Straight on then into round 3, the intelligence test. Contestants, can I ask you to step down behind the benches now, please? And there you've got 7 different coloured shapes on the lower levels of your benches. The question is, can you piece them together to form a question mark? Now, on the upper levels, you've already got the bottom dot of that question mark. You must build onto that. Your target time is 2 minutes, and it starts now. Well, with all these construction tests, there are, of course, a couple of key pieces. And if you don't find them quickly and where they go, then you'll be in real trouble. Now, probably the best way to complete this is to build the base first, the base that goes on top of the dot. In fact, Phil Sampey has part of the base in his right hand. It certainly doesn't fit there. Michael Yeo trying to construct it all first before he puts it onto the base. Tony Holmes, David McKibben both working on that square base that sets in on top of the dot. And David McKibben with a couple of the smaller pieces, which are the problem pieces. He hasn't quite got them in the right place there. But Tony Holmes is almost there. There's a novel way of doing it. Because as you can see from Tony Holmes, it's quite difficult to slot it into the base, so Michael Yeo has devised that way of hooking it round his neck. But he still hasn't quite got the base finished. And until he does, he'll not get it together, so he has to sort that one out. Phil Sampey, well, that piece he's now picked up with his right hand is part of the base, the square near the bottom. So he's got that completely wrong. He's really got to start down below and build up. And Tony Holmes has done it. He's got his base right. He's the winner. David McKibben still completely wrong on the base. Michael Yeo, though, I think has his sorted out now. He has. Just a question of slotting it together and dropping it in on the dot on the higher level, which he now does, and finishes second. But Phil Sampey and David McKibben are in trouble. They're not going to finish. Real puzzled looks. So, 2 contestants beat the buzzer then, and Tony Holmes did it in a very fast time and gets the full 10 points for the fastest finisher. Then came Michael Yeo, who gets 6 points. Now, neither David McKibben or Phil Sampey beat the buzzer. David McKibben looks further on, but he's got 1 place left out there that he almost has to get back to the beginning to complete that. Phil Sampey did go back to the beginning and started to build again. They each get 4 points for finishing in 3rd place. We feed those scores now into the scoreboard. And there we have Tony Holmes stretching his lead now. He is out in front with 24 points. Well, let's now test the powers of observation of our contestants. And of course, this is one you can join in too. Coming up, a clip of film, then some questions on it, and then we'll be asking you to pick out a face from that film. So, contestants, would you turn now and face your screens as quickly as possible, because coming up now, your clip of film.
Subject, Arthur Loveday. Purpose, general inquiry. Full name, Arthur Ebenezer Loveday, born 1923, son of Thomas Loveday, carpenter, and Marjorie Loveday, housewife. Mother killed in car accident in 1944. Father died in prison after being arrested on a theft charge. Arthur's education limited to 8 years state education. According to teacher, a quiet boy with average ability, very religious. From 1936 to 1941, apprenticed to Jones Beamish Furniture Manufacturers as a cabinet maker. Joined the army in 1941, returned to Britain in 1946. From 1946 oh, can I help?
No, thank you.
All right. From 1946 to 1948 was a tramp. Came into contact with a religious society in Manchester, made model kits for children working from a small garage, then started building them professionally. Business flourished and expanded from the start, now owns several factories all over the world and lives in style. Travels a great deal by sea. Favored destinations, New York, Nice and Bern. Gives away large sums to charities, friendship societies, religious groups and the RSPCA. Rockwell, head of MI5, Ministry, Whitehall, London SW1. Well, what do you make of that lot?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Would you repeat it?
Oh, forget it.
Clip there from the film number 1 in the Secret Service. Now, contestants, your 3 questions each, starting with you, David McKibben. Either or question. Was Loveday born in 1921 or 1923?
1923.
Correct, 2 points. What did the blonde pick up from the bed?
A bag.
More specific?
A handbag.
Correct, 2 points. What was Arthur Loveday's middle name?
Ebenezer.
Correct, you get the full 6 points there. Michael Yeo, how long was Loveday's state education? 6 or 8 years?
6 years.
No, it was 8 years. No points. How many of the stewards picked up chairs when leaving the lift?
2.
Correct, 2 points. How did Loveday's mother die?
In prison?
No, she was killed in a car accident. No points there. You finish on 2. Tony Holmes. Between 1936 and 1941, was Loveday a carpenter or cabinet maker?
Cabinet maker.
Correct, 2 points. On the sign on the chair, which deck were the passengers asked to use?
B deck.
Correct, another 2 points. What did Loveday do between 1946 and 1948?
He was a tramp.
He was. You get 6 points. Phil Sampe. How many knocks were there on the door? 2 or 3?
2.
No, there were 3. Again on the sign on the chair, what was the name of the film company?
Famous Films.
Correct, 2 points. What was the name of the head of MI5?
Don't know.
The answer was Rockwell, so no points there. We move on now to the second part of this round, and I wonder if you've decided yet who the subject is for our lineup. Well, in that film there were 3 ship stewards. 2 of them got shot, 1 didn't. We want you to find the one who didn't. He had a moustache and glasses, and quite naturally we've got 9 ship stewards there, all with moustaches and glasses. We want our contestants to pick out the real one from that film. Now, you had several glimpses of him, particularly towards the very end of the film. 3 stewards were the assassins, but in fact 2 of them got shot and 1 didn't. It's the one who survived we want you to spot. He is amongst these 9 men. So it's almost time as they line up on the other side of the studio. Contestants, in the armrests of your chairs, you've got indicator panels. When I give you the word, I want you to press the number which corresponds with the number of the man in the lineup who you think played the steward in that film. So are you ready? Will you press your numbers, please, now? All of you have chosen. Let's see. David McKibben, you have gone for number 1 in the lineup. Would number 1 step forward, please? There he is, the choice of David McKibben, number 1. Michael Yeo has gone for someone different. He's gone for number 4. Would number 4 step forward, please? Michael Yeo's choice. Now, Tony Holmes has chosen the same man as David McKibben, number 1 in our lineup. And Phil Sampe has gone for that same man, number 1 in the lineup. Are they right? Are they wrong? This is the moment we find out when I ask the man who played the steward in that film to make himself known to us. Now, please. And indeed it is number 1 in real life actor Dave Carter. There we are, 3 of our contestants spotted him, and in fact 2 finish on maximum points. Let's feed all the scores from that round into the scoreboard, and with 1 round to go, it's close enough there for second place, but out in front with 34 points, still from Sussex, Tony Holmes. And so we're all set for an exciting last round, and although Tony Holmes may be well out in the lead there, this is the round where lots of points can be won and lost. Because don't forget, it's 2 points for the correct answer. A contestant loses 2 points for an incorrect answer. Ready, please, on the buzzers, contestants, as we go into the first question of the last round. Which herb gives the characteristic flavour to pizza? The answer is oregano. What is origami? Tony Holmes.
Paper folding.
Correct, 2 points. Which left-wing paper folded to reopen as the Sun? David McKibben.
The Daily Star.
No, the Daily Herald. You lose 2 points. Mayor Daley presided over which? Interrupted by David McKibben.
Chicago.
He did 2 points. What game do the Chicago White Sox play? David McKibben.
Basketball.
No, baseball. You lose 2 points. Which base metal has the symbol Fe? David McKibben.
Iron.
Correct, 2 points. Whom did the Russians call the Iron Maiden? David McKibben.
Margaret Thatcher.
Correct, 2 points. What was Mrs. Thatcher's maiden name? Tony Holmes.
Roberts.
Correct, 2 points. Where would you find Bob Major, Bob Minor, interrupted by David McKibben?
In a church, their bells.
Bell ringing, 2 points. Who wrote Ring of Bright Water? Phil Sampe.
Williamson.
No, Gavin Maxwell. Lose 2 points. Maxwellton Braes Our Bonnie is the first line of which song? David McKibben.
Annie Laurie.
Correct, 2 points. John Laurie played Fraser in which? Interrupted by David McKibben.
Dad's Army.
Correct, 2 points. Which soldier politician included Dada in his title? Tony Holmes.
Idi Amin.
Correct, 2 points. Whom did Amin oust as Uganda's... Interrupted by David McKibben.
Obote.
Indeed, as the president. 2 points. Milton Keynes contains which scholastic... Interrupted by Tony Holmes.
The Open University.
Correct, 2 points. Which Ivy League university is based at New Haven, Connecticut? David McKibben.
Harvard.
No, it's Yale, the other one. You lose 2 points. Where is the legislature called the House of Keys? Michael Yeo.
Isle of Man.
Correct, 2 points. 50 seconds to go. What science is the study of man? Phil Sampe.
Anthropology.
Correct, 2 points. What is paleontology? David McKibben.
Study of fossils.
Correct, 2 points. In which sporting event did Dick Fosbury star? Michael Yeo.
The high jump.
Correct, 2 points. Who jumped over 29 feet in the Interrupted by David McKibben.
Bob Beeman.
He did, 2 points. In which poem is Kipling's line, "You'll be a man, my son"? David McKibben.
Gunga Din.
No, if. Lose 2 points. In which novel did Dante's escape from the chateau of... Interrupted by Phil Sampe.
Inferno.
Count of Monte Cristo is the correct answer. Lose 2 points. Of which country is Montenegro a part? David McKibben.
Yugoslavia.
Correct, 2 points. What is the assumed name of the Yugoslav Josip Broz? No, the final buzzer beat you there, David McKibben. In fact, the answer was Tito, but it's the end of the round and the contest. Who goes through then to the semi-final? Well, we've got a very clear winner indeed tonight with a Krypton factor of 42 points. The computer programmer from Brighton, Sussex, Tony Holmes. So it's our warmest congratulations to Tony Holmes and a very fine win indeed. Hard luck to all the others, but we look forward to meeting Tony Holmes again in the semi-final in 5 weeks' time. We shall be back next week to find another winner. We hope you'll be able to join us at 7 o'clock next Friday. Until then, from all of us to you at home, a very good evening.